Welcome to the Phone Scoop video review for the Sony Ericsson W810, their new flagship phone due out in the US next month. Sony Ericsson have replaced the W800's joystick with the D-pad, added a shortcut key, and moved the Walkman key. There's more space between the number keys, but each of the keys are slightly smaller. On the left-hand side is a play-pause key which will start or stop your music no matter what you're doing on the phone, as well as a memory stick duo slot with a rather tight cover. On the bottom is Sony Ericsson's universal port used for charging and for accessories. And on the right is a shutter button and volume keys. The volume keys double as zoom keys for the 2-megapixel autofocus camera, which is paired with the rather bright flash on the back. On the top is a power button, which also offers access to additional shortcuts, as well as an IR port. The W810 is a rather small candy bar, but packs a lot of features in for its size. When you turn on a Walkman phone, you're given a choice between starting the full phone or just the Walkman player. This would allow you to use the phone as a music player on airplanes. Pressing the Walkman key will instantly reveal or hide the application. In addition to music, the player can now handle video. It can play movies recorded on the phone, or, in this example, ones transcoded into 3G format using QuickTime on our Mac. The Walkman player automatically scans the memory card for videos and music. Music can be sorted by artist or track, but only by album from within an artist listing. You can leave your music playing while doing almost anything else on the phone, except making calls. So we'll let the W810 provide some background music while we show you around. Hitting left on the D-pad quickly allows you to start a new text message. Once you've adapted to the size of the keys, which took us a little while, tapping out a message goes pretty fast. Addressing a text is usually a simple affair since this screen is populated with your last 10 text recipients. Unlike most phones, the W810 does not lock you out from doing other things while it's sending off your app. The W810 is Sony Ericsson's first Walkman phone to include the shortcut key found on many of the standard models. The shortcut key allows you to quickly access the Bluetooth menu, as well as other functions like IR, flashlight, and silent mode instantly no matter what you're doing on the phone. It also includes a tab for recent events like missed calls and new messages, as well as one for bookmarks. In addition to the new shortcut menu, the W810 is also the first Sony Ericsson with a new main menu. Gone are the colorful childlike icons of old, replaced with new PSP-inspired icons. This makes sense since Sony Ericsson continues to use Sony brands like Walkman and now CyberShot on their phones. The photo gallery is noticeably more responsive than it has been on past models. Scrolling through thumbnails of camera pictures, and especially opening a single picture for viewing, is much faster. Once a picture is open, you can view it full screen by going horizontal, and then use the phone's volume controls to zoom, and the D-pad to pan around. If you start zooming in, a navigation box that shows what part of the picture you're viewing appears in the upper left-hand corner. As long as we've got the phone horizontal, let's take this opportunity to discuss the camera you'll use to fill the gallery. Although the W810 doesn't merit the CyberShot brand Sony Ericsson is using for their next generation of camera phones, the 2-megapixel autofocus camera in there is quite impressive. The camera software offers a number of features, including macro mode, picture effects, and even manual white balance. The camera uses a full-screen viewfinder with a minimum of clutter to optimize your shooting experience. When you begin to press down on the shutter button, what few overlays there were are hidden and a simple viewfinder is shown. Once the viewfinder has turned green, the camera is focused and you can quickly snap a picture. Notice the music paused to let you hear the beep indicating the camera is focused, as well as to play the shutter sound. With this latest model, Sony Ericsson added one simple improvement that we've been begging for years, but no one has dared to do. The phone automatically scans all audio files, and no matter where they are stored or what kind of file they are, they can be used as a ringtone. If the Walkman can play it, so can the phone, including MP3s and iTunes AACs. If this review hasn't given you enough reasons to like the W810 already, let us show you something we stumbled onto at the very last minute. There used to be a rather boring theme called Equalizer on previous Walkman phones, so when we saw the same theme name, we never thought to try it out. But while recording this review, we activated it totally by accident and instantly knew this was not the same theme. The main menu completely eschews the 3x4 icon layout and instead scrolls through this series of animated icons that captivates us for no good reason other than it's better looking than any other menu we've seen on a US phone. There's still 15 seconds left of The Mayor and the Crook, so we thought we'd come back here just to show you that it really was the Walkman that was providing the background music the whole time we were doing this review.